boys, hello girls, and welcome back to English for Palestine for 7th grade. Today, we will talk about the present perfect tense. What is meant by present perfect tense? Let's look at the aims. First, to identify the form of the present perfect. What is meant by form? اللي هو شكل الزمن. Two, to identify the use of the present perfect. When shall we use the present perfect? Let's have a look at the form of the present perfect. We should use has or have plus the past participle of the verb. Now, when shall we use has and have? Have a look. He, she, it, or Ali, Huda, the cat, we use has plus the past participle of the verb. So could you please say with me, Ali has, Huda has, the cat has. Whereas I, we, they, you, we should use have plus the past participle. Could you please repeat with me? I have, we have, they have, you have. Now, let's have a look at the form, الشكل. We have three forms, positive, negative, and question. Examples, we have just cleaned the room. Ali has just cleaned his room. Negative, when we want to say that someone hasn't done something, we say, we haven't cleaned the room yet. Ali hasn't cleaned his room yet. So what do you notice? We add not to these words, have and has. What about the question? We put have, has at the beginning of the question. So have a look. Have you cleaned the room yet? Has Ali cleaned his room yet? This is the form of the present perfect. Good. Let's have more examples. The Brazilian team have won 5 times. All of us know that the Brazilian team is an excellent team. So the team have won 5 times. Another example. I decided to buy a car, but now I have changed my mind. Another example. Mohamed Salah is a famous football player. So he has scored 3 goals or more than 3 goals. The last example. The pupils are sitting now and they are chatting. Why? Because they have just finished the match. Now, let's have a look at the use of the present perfect. There are 2 uses of the present perfect. We use the present perfect to talk about a past action with an effect on the present. Example, have a look at this woman. She's looking for her pen. Now, she should say, I have lost my pen. Where is it? Another example. We use the present perfect also to talk about action that started in the past and continue to the present. So we connect the past and the present together. Have a look at the picture. Example. Look at this famous football player. It seems that he is tired. He is tired. So he should say, I haven't played football since Friday. Now, let's move to the past participle. What is meant by the past participle? Past participle is a form of the verb. We have here 3 verbs, and we want to learn the past form and the past participle form. Have a look at this one, live. The past is lived. What do you notice? We add D. So the past participle is also lived. So we add D here. Another example, clean. The past is cleaned. What do you notice? We add ED to the verb. The past participle is also cleaned ed. What about this one? Go. The past is went. The past participle is gone. So, as we notice, the past participle is the third form of the verb. Sometimes we add ed and we call them regular verbs. Sometimes we have to memorize them by heart, and all of these are called past participle. Now, this activity, could you please read with me the verbs and try to know the past participle of these 10 verbs? Let's start with number 1, start. What is the past participle of this verb? Good. Started. So we add ed. The second one, score. Score a goal. Excellent. Scored. What do you notice? We add d because there is e. What about this one? Become. Good. The past participle become. The same. Become, became, become. 4. Fall. Good. The past participle is fallen. What about the fifth one? Finish. Good. Finished. We add ed. We pronounce it et. Finished. What about this one? Win. Good. The past participle is won, like number 1. Don't say won, say won. So win, the past participle is won. Change. What about the change? Yes, we add d. Changed. See, what do you think? Good. The past participle is seen. Number 9, we have the past participle is had. And the last one, do, the past participle is done. You can memorize these verbs by heart. Now, let's move to the last activity. Here we have 5 sentences, and we want to complete them and correct the verb and put it in the present perfect. First of all, we have to write have or has in the first space. Then we need to change the verb to the past participle of it. So the first one, could you please read with me and try to answer? My best friend space already his lunch at my house. Have means eat. Now, my friend has or have? Good. My friend has. And what is the past participle of have? Good. Had. So he has already had his lunch. 2. I just my homework. Finished. I has or I have? Good. I have. And what is the past participle for finish? As we said, finished. So I have just finished my homework. 3. My favorite team. Team. Players. Has or have? Good. Have. And what is the past participle for win? Won. So the Palestinian team have won a lot of matches. 4. I already visit Jerusalem. I have or I has? Good. I have. And what is the past participle for visit? Excellent. Visited. So I have already visited Jerusalem twice or whatever. The last sentence, we, what do you think? We have or we has? Good. We have. And what is the past participle for finish? Finished. So we have just finished this book. Now, let's make a revision. The name of our lesson is the present perfect. We talked about the use of it. We use it when we connect the past and the present. The form of it, we have to put has, have, plus the past participle of the verb. Thank you a lot.